It's metaphysical brunch time, and whew, I don't know, I'm tired today. It's gonna be a relaxing day today. I don't even know if I'm gonna go anywhere, even though the weather is starting to look a lot better. That rain really helped with the sleep last night, so yeah. Hello. Hi, how are you? All right, so for today's conversation, it's the first of the month. Wake up, you know, Bone and Thugs, so Thugs and Harmony. First of the month. I know Wiccan or the witch, you know, community knows about the first of the month and blowing cinnamon at your doorways. And of course, with anything and everything that you could find on the internet, they're telling you should do it this way and you should do it that way and that's the wrong way and this is that. Don't worry about none of that. I'm gonna just talk about some basic energetic flow of how, you know, things can go, and then you make the determination of how you want to do it. So first off, just to talk about the body and how the energy flows. Your right side is your masculine side. Your left side is your feminine side. Your masculine side sends out energy. The feminine side pulls in energy. So with that said, how I typically will quote unquote blow cinnamon, and I don't even actually blow it. I do it in my left hand, and I hold it, you know, the cinnamon in my hand, and I literally have the attention. I visualize like money coming to me. I'll even say it out loud, you know, money coming to me, and I'll just roll, you know, the cinnamon, you know, in this hand like this, because this is the hand, this is the side that receives energy. So I'm rolling money coming to me, wealth coming to me, abundance coming to me, a car coming to me, you know, bills paid off, you know, all that. Because cinnamon that's another thing. Cinnamon is like an amplifier of whatever you're asking for. So that's why I feel cinnamon is used for this type of ritual, because whatever you're asking for is going to be, you know, times 10, times 100, whatever. Once again, with any type of herb, crystal, it's a tool, it's an enhancement, it's a focuser. So it's not really about the cinnamon, it's about the cinnamon help intensifying your focus on what you're asking for. So, you know, I grind it up in my hand, you know, I'm rolling around. Sometimes I'll even add a little oil to have a stick. And I roll it and I roll it and roll it. And then I actually then go to my front door as I'm standing in. And, you know, I keep speaking, you know, come to me as I add more cinnamon to my hand. And then I'll roll it and I'll try to, like, you know, shake it and line the doorway on the outside. So basically, when I'm coming in, I'm pulling that in with me. That's how I see the process. Of course, other people do it another way. Like they blow it, they throw it over their shoulder. There's so many different techniques and ways that you could do it. And none of them are wrong. None of them are right. It's whatever you want to do. It's your practice. It's your ritual. So do whatever way you want. I'm just, you know, simply going through how I do it. So not only do I do that with rolling it on my hand, and then I sprinkle all the excess, you know, lining, basically the line that crosses over the threshold into the home. I also have cinnamon brooms, like mini, like witch's brooms, that I have posted near my front door, because I can't actually hang it at my front door. And then I have one actually at my side door. So both of those doors, that's the traffic flow. So that's another thing too. People do this at their traffic flow doors. Most of the time it's the front door. But because we come through our garage a lot more than we do the front door, I do the side door too. So once again, I do the same ritual at the front door, at the side door, roll it in my hand, say what I gotta say, and then I sprinkle along that line, over the threshold. And then I have, like I said, a mini cinnamon broom next to the door coming in from the garage. And I have one, actually it's in my office, but it's the closest thing next to the front door. So then I actually, use both of my hands, kind of intensify the energy that's coming through my hands, really intensify that attention, and then any of that excess cinnamon that I have, I rub it on the mini brooms, basically just enhancing that cinnamon that's basically already kind of baked into it, that's been applied before I even bought it, but just, adding to it, once again, holding that intention by those threshold points. And then I hang it back up in those points. Another thing I do, and actually I'm trying to find my fall wreath right now, because it's fall. Ever since 2 weeks ago, right before school started, the temperatures dropped. Fall was like, I'm here. Now the leaves is falling, trees is changing color, like it's early. So screw it. I'm putting my fall stuff up. So another thing that I do is if I have a wreath on my door, I'll actually then sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in the wreath. So once again, it's holding it at that doorway. So that's what I was kind of late for. I was determined to find this wreath, but my husband must have moved it somewhere and I can't find it. So once I do find it, once again, obviously make sure that there's no dust and dirt and all that stuff on your wreath. So kind of shake that stuff off. But then, either sprinkle it or put some in your hand once again and then rub it on the wreath and, hang it on your door, your front door. So that's one thing that if people follow any type of witch groups, spiritual groups, and see this whole cinnamon thing first of the month, that's what it's about. It's about starting off the first of the month with calling into you the things that you want to bring to yourself throughout the month, basically. And it's a monthly thing that you can do. I've told my daughter about it, but she's younger, she don't really, it's whatever. My son, because my middle son, he's big on, he wants money. So when I tell him, hey, it's the first of the month, let me go get that cinnamon. So as a male, he knows about this technique, this ritual. So, just implementing different ways to understand your power. So yeah, he participates majority of the time, if it doesn't fall on a weird day or he's gone or whatever. All right, so that's the cinnamon first of the month thing that, ritual, not thing, that people do on the first of the month. Another thing that people can do just on the first of the month, because once again, you can make this like a monthly kind of routine rituals are both the same thing, that you can do is sweeping your floors. Yes, sweeping the floor. Basically, sweeping away all the old, all the stagnant out of your home. You could put it like that. And then you can do a floor wash. So because I have so many different doors and entry points in my home, the concept of what you can see out, floating on the web is you're supposed to like sweep out, and then sweep in anew. Like it's a directional thing that you can do, but if that's what y'all want to do, that's fine. For me, I have a lot of floors. So my main focus is like another thing that I'm gonna do after I hop off of this is I'm gonna sweep my finished basement floor. So making sure my foundational floor of my home is swept anew. And then on top of that, one thing that you can do, and this can be used both ways, to also call in that abundance and that wealth and prosperity and money and all that stuff into your home. You can also boil cinnamon and add some basil to it. If you really want to amplify it, add some allspice to it. And feel free to look up you know, what these metaphysical properties are of cinnamon, allspice, basil, and you'll see why I'm calling it out. Basil, like even when I use it for food, I was like, ooh, money coming to me as I'm adding it to my food. Basil is a good attractor for wealth and money. So doing a boil, so basically a pot of water, either add cinnamon powder or cinnamon sticks, add some basil to it. Once again, if you want to amplify, allspice is like super magnifier of whatever you're asking for. Like when you say come to me, like it could come to you like within a couple of days. Sometimes it could be a couple hours. It could be instantly. And with that said, when you ask things to come to you and you want it to fall within the proper universal laws, sometimes it ain't gonna be instant. Some people do stuff, it didn't work. It didn't work yet. It didn't work yet. Because if to make it, you know, come to you and stay with you, you want it to flow through the proper channels, and those proper channels are the universal laws. You can even look them up as the Hermetic laws. And that's how the energies of the universe flow. They have to follow these laws. So even though, you know, it didn't happen instantly, it didn't happen the next day, it didn't happen within that week, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So with allspice, that can kind of speed up whatever that process, whatever the pathway that ask needs to flow, it can get to the point faster and get it back to you faster. That's what allspice is for. So if you're going to do a boil, once again, cinnamon powder or cinnamon sticks, some basil, some allspice, and just let it boil. That smell also going around in the house, especially with fall time, it's going to be a beautiful smell. And it's not something that you just boil and you don't. Like you can boil that and put it in like little dishes or cups in different parts of your home, and it's going to smell beautiful. But also what you can do with that boiled water, actually it cools down a little bit, is after you sweep your floor, sweep all that stagnant energy away, sweep the dirt away, you can use that water to then wash your floors with it. Like I said, I do my finished basement. That's my foundational floor. So I don't have to worry about doing all these floors in this house because it's a lot of floors, it's a big house. I'll just do the basement. And I do that because, like I said, it's the foundational part of my house. So if the foundation's good, everything on top of it, above it, walking through it's going to be good too. So that's the plan that I actually going to do after I get off the live, is sweep that basement floor, get as much dust and dirt and, you know, get the energies flowing down there by that sweeping, and then wash the floors with the cinnamon, allspice, basil pot of water. And it doesn't have to be, I have to cover every single inch of the floor. It's just, you know, get a good general layer, general area coverage done, and you be good. And also on top of that, when I do that down in my basement, I usually put on some high frequency music, you know, sounds or something, singing bowl, something going in the background, just to also make sure the energy down there stays positive while I'm sweeping, while I'm doing the floor wash, just so it captures all that type of environment that, you know, that's what I'm trying to create down there. It's a positive environment, abundance environment, attractive environment. So, you know, playing, you know, frequency music that can really help with that. If you want to add additional oomph to that, you know, incense. They even have come to me, or money come to me, I forget what it's called. It smells really good. Incense that you can burn also while you're doing your little ritual of cleaning the floors. Another incense that I really like, that smells really good, it's called Power. Oh my God, it smells so good. So, you know, burning those type of incense, even I say burn an incense that's pleasant to the nose. Some of them could be harsh, like sage. You know, that's a harsh incense. Like you want to once again create that environment. So I say, you know, jasmine or frankincense and myrrh, the power. If you want to get specific, you know, the come to me incense. I think that's what that's called. I can't remember exactly what that's called. Hey Nicole. Hi Sherry. And like I said, just create that type of environment as you're sweeping the floor, play the frequency music, you know, light some incense. Like you could turn this into a full-blown ritual. Hey, throw some quartz and crystals down there if you want, because that's going to help hold the space that you're trying to create down there as you're, you know, sweeping the floor. Another thing you could do, if you, once again, want to sweep the floor and clear that negative, not even negative, just clear the old energy out so you can bring in, you know, you're calling in the new stuff. So you're just sweeping the old stuff out. And that's the kind of thoughts that you should be holding, the visualization that you should be holding in your mind, even in your third eye as you're sweeping the floor, is that you're sweeping out the old so the new can come in. Because you want to be able to call in whatever it is that you want to call in, but it has to be able to go somewhere. Where is it going to be able to go if you have all this old energy, these old dreams that don't even align with you anymore? You got to sweep all that stuff out so you can call in new and it has somewhere to go. And it'll be welcomed when it comes to your home or to whatever you're calling to you, that it comes to you. Another thing you should do, directional. So with the directions, I usually call it directional magic, is when you use the elements and you use the directions to do your rituals. So it's on most people's phones. You have a compass on your phone. I use my compass a lot because, like I said, I use directional magic a lot. So north is calling in a new, right? Yeah, no. North is calling in, south is releasing. East can be calling in new beginnings and things like that, because you know the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. West is past, so you can even you could sweep things into the past or sweep things to the south to release it. And then as you're, you know, pulling in the new, you can find a direction of the north or the east and mop your floor with, you know, the cinnamon pot water that you boiled. So that's one way you can, once again, sweep out the past, sweep out the old stuff that you don't want anymore, the stuff you want to release, and then call in the stuff that you want, call in the new things from the north and the east. That's another way you can do it. There's so many different ways to do it. Another thing that you can do on the first of the month, once again, about get rid of the old so the new can come in. Get rid of old crap in your house. That's one thing too. For example, I probably won't get to it today. Like I said, I'm probably gonna relax today. We moved in this house around this time last year, and we still got boxes that we have not gone through. And it's to the point, it's about to be a year that we've been in this house, so we just need to get rid of it. So that's one thing you could do. Old clothes, things that are just sitting around that you don't need. Mail, oh my God, mail that's just been sitting around that you haven't looked through, that you said you was. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Old clothes, old shoes, old toys, things that are just building up that you ain't looked at it. It's just been stuck in your basement. You know, get rid of it. That's one simple thing that you can do on the first of the month, is go through stuff that is old, that you're not even using and all that stuff, and get rid of it. Another thing that you can do on the first of the month is, debating on which one I should say first, but this one just popped up. Money rituals. Simple, simple, simple. Here's a simple one. Say you got $1. It don't have to be no grand thing in your wallet. It can be $1, it could be a 10, it could be 20, it could be 5. It could be coins. The coin part of of your money. Hey, that's still money of your wallet. Put some cinnamon in it. Put some cinnamon in it. And as you're putting the cinnamon in there, be like, I'm gonna amplify this. When I spend this, I want to get it back 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 10,000, 1,000,000-fold, whatever. It's your ritual, it's your ask, it's your attention that you putting on that money that is gonna work for you. And that's like another way to get your money to work for you. But yeah, that's something simple that you can do. And if you don't have nothing in your wallet, a wallet is used to house money. So the energy of money is still there. Add a little bit of cinnamon to the part where your money goes, either where the bills go or where the coins go. Add some cinnamon to it. That's something simple you can do on the first of the month. And if you want an ongoing, let's say ongoing money ritual, you can write a check and roll it up with basil in it, cinnamon in it, allspice in it. That's what I would use. And roll it up with the intention, whatever amount that you put in it, that this is going to come to you. And it's going to flow to you, and it's going to stay with you. It's going to come to you, and it's not like, oh, I'm going to get it, spend it, and lose it. No, it's going to come to you, and it's going to stick. That whatever the environment is, whatever other pathways that you have to have set up to make sure that money sticks to you and never depletes, it will be done. And then you can put that on an altar, put it somewhere, put it in the north, put it in the east part of your house, whatever. There's so many different things that you can do that, once again, amplifies, something you can do at the first of the month, that you could do it, set it, and then don't have to worry about it again. Another just good clearing thing that you can do, we're going to talk about the air in your house. So sage your air. Close all the windows. Do each room and close the door. If you have a particular room in your house where it just don't feel right, it's to the point, like, get that smoke like thick in there, and it's to the point that you close the door and you put something underneath the door that it can't even escape. Give it like an hour, and then go in there and open the windows and then let it in the room. But the key thing with that is, little negative bugs, little I call them like dust gremlins. That's what I call them. Negative energy balls, whatever. They can hide out. You gotta think this is intelligent energy. So if it know you about to sage the house, it can sense it. Your thoughts, whatever puts off. That's communication. They'll hide out. So when you do that, make sure you open the closet doors, open the dresser drawers. It's even to the point, if you have a closet and it goes deep, but you have all the clothes, together, open, spread the clothes apart so the stuff can get back there. And like I said, let it marinate. Close the windows and let it marinate. So you get it all, and then open the windows and let it release. Another thing you could do is just burn some incense, whatever incense you want, whatever attention, because these different type of incense have certain attentions and smells and all that stuff with it. Work with whatever one that you want to work. Work with one that's associated with a deity that you work with. It's whatever. Shoot, do a combo deal. Sometimes it's to the point that I'll burn a whole bunch of different ones at the same time. It's like, we're just gonna cover it all. But yeah, just hit every area of your house. So if you have multiple incense burners that you can just do all at the same time, or you only have a couple, so you have to move them around once it stops burning, then do that. But, you know, this will be a perfect opportunity to kind of clear out and set the tone for your house for the rest of the month. Another thing that you can do, something just popped up, but I'll get to it after I say this one. You can either play sounds, frequencies. It can either be, like I said, once again, putting YouTube on in your house, or if you have a speaker, you play it on your phone, whatever. So just the sound just fills the home with whatever frequency that you want. 528, 761, 432, 969. There's so many. There's so many. It doesn't matter. Just play whatever fits well with you. Even nature sounds like ocean, or I don't know, rain would put me to sleep. But hey, whatever. You can even play the Schumann resonance. Like, there's whatever frequency that you feel like you want to fill your home with, do it. So you can do it like that. It's even if you just want to play music. You know how old school usually Saturday morning, because Sunday was church. Saturday mornings, cleaning day, you wake up to your parents playing old school music. Like, it's even that. It's still filling the home with a certain feel, you know, for the month, you know. If you don't want to do that, you can do, if you have tuning forks, you can play that. If you have singing bowls, you can do that. If you have bells, you can do that. Bells are really good at clearing out negative energy. I don't know what it is about that high tone, that high pitch. Anything negative, they don't like that. They don't like that. The imagery that kind of comes to thought is Venom, where they're in that one scene. Is this the second one? Yes, the second one. And they're fighting in the church, and then the bells start ringing, and then it weakens that whatever parasite that is that creates venom in whoever the other thing that it's fighting. That you could kind of think it like that. Is bells really irritates? That's what it irritated them. That high tone irritated that parasite, whatever. It really irritates them. So, you know, your little handbell, or even playing church bells on your phone and just blasting that throughout your house, or having it on your phone and going in each room and just letting it play. Have the windows open so it can go somewhere, though. You don't want it to then, that's another thing. Close the door, do the room. Yeah, there's a process to it. And open the window for this. Because like I said, they don't like bells. So open the window so it can go. Get out. You don't want to be here? You don't want to deal with it? Get out then. So that's different ways you can clean the air, clean the atmosphere in your home. Once again, first of the month. All right, there's a lot. Take a break. Get a little thirsty. All right. The last thing I'm going to touch on, the things you can do first of the month, salt. Salt is a purifier. And it don't matter what type of salt. I've seen people, salt, does it have to be Himalayan? Does it have to be kosher? Does it have to be sea salt? It don't matter. It could be the dollar store combo package of salt and pepper. Salt is salt. It doesn't matter. It's a purifier. Clear today what it does. It's a purifier. So you can use salt so many different ways. You can use salt with your sweeping. So after you first cleared the gunk out the way, you can then go put salt, just sprinkle it, across the floor, and then as you sweep, it'll purify the space. Simple. Another thing you can do, if you don't already do this, is set up like little containers. They don't have to be that big. You can get them at the dollar store. I've seen people use those type of containers to put like herbs in that they'll sell at like events and stuff like that. But put some salt in those little containers and stick them in the corners. Specifically like corners in your closets. Little kids, monsters in the closet. That's just real. So put in the corners, little vials of salt. If you have, put them in the windowsills, put them in the corners of your room, corners, because like I said, unfortunately, corners can hide stuff, and corners are good hiding places for negative energy and stuff to still stay in the home, because sometimes you can, even like a room is boxed, the incense might not get into the corners. It's gonna do a circular motion and it might not hit the corners how it's supposed to be. So putting salt, a little bit of salt, either you can do a little powder, or like I said, put in little containers. That takes care of the stuff that's in corners, hiding out in corners. You can even put little containers of salt in dresser drawers or whatever, places where things can hide out. One thing I used to do, I haven't done it here, I need to do it, is I used to always circle my home in salt. And I wouldn't always do it every first of the month, busy, all the other things that I'll be doing on the first of the month. But that's something you could do, is just circle your home, a protection circle. Everyone knows what a protection circle is, with salt around your home. And then once again, if you want to do it every first of the month, just refresh that circle, because it rains, whatever, grass gets cut, whatever, but it's still going to penetrate down. And of course, if you keep added to it, it's going to keep getting more absorbed into the ground, and it really becomes permanent. Another thing is you can salt your doorways. Once again, that is a purifier. So if someone is carrying that negative energy and they're coming to your home, either one or two things are going to happen. Well, actually, three things. The extreme one, they won't come into your house because they got so much negative energy. It's just like, no, I want to hold on to it. So I'm not going to cross that threshold where I will be purified crossing that line of salt. Or as they cross that line of salt, whatever negativity energy on them is going to stay on the outside and not get carried into your home. Yeah, I don't know why I said 3, 2. So you can do that. You can even do it in your windowsills. You can make a line of salt. If your kids are having nightmares and stuff like that, you can line their room with salt. I'm trying to think what else. Salt. Oh, big one. I don't know why I didn't say this first, but it doesn't matter. A good thing to do also in the first of the month, with trying to call in new things, clear out the oldest snack, do a salt bath. And when I say a salt bath, it doesn't even have to be, fill up a bathtub, put salt in it, and you have to get in it. No, a salt spiritual bath can be done even in the shower, and that's actually the quickest and the easiest way to do it. Is that then you get in there, you clean your body, get all the dirt off once again, and then you have like a bowl or some type of container that can hold the salt water. Of course, what I do is I stick my hands in the water as I'm swirling it, once again with the right, because I'm sending whatever my intention is into it. It's going to clear and release, any crap that's in my aura, any negativity that has been attached to me, anything that is not mine will be released, all that, whatever you want to put into that salt water. And once again, after you've washed yourself, then what I do is I stick my hands in it first, just to make sure that's covered. I try to, rub it on the areas that might get missed when I dump it. And then you dump it, just dump. You dump it slowly, obviously, so it can cover the body. The most effective way is use the cold water. It's like a shock to the system where it kind of opens you up, opens up your aura, and it's easier to release those things. But you can do whatever temperature you want. But if you really want a good spiritual bath, do cold water. So yeah, So, is there any other thing? Something just came to mind. You can bring freshness into your home, such as fresh flowers. That's one way to, refresh and renew the atmosphere, the energy, the air into the home. More specific thing you can do, depending on what day the first of the month falls on, you can work with the energies of that day. So like today's Sunday, so you can work with the sun. So you can find like sun mantras on YouTube and you just play that. It's to the point you can light like a yellow or a white candle, and just honor the sun for the day. Also with the sun, with your birth chart, the sun is you. That's the sun is yourself. So you could even do something obviously nice for yourself. You can even play the sun mantra, put a picture of yourself up with the candle and all that, and you pay homage to yourself, So that's something you can do first of the month, depending on what day it falls on. If it falls on Monday, Moon Day. If it falls on Tuesday, Mars Day. If it falls on a Wednesday, Mercury Day. If it falls on a Thursday, Jupiter Day. If it falls on Friday, it's a Venus Day. If it falls on Saturday, it's a Saturn Day. So once again, you can look into those mantras, look into those colors, honor those parts of yourself in your natal chart. Once again, whatever day the first month falls on. There's so much. There's so much. Is there anything else that I can think of? I think that's it. I think that's it enough. I really do. Put a lot out there. So, happy September 1st. Fall is upon us. Harvest. Oh, that's another thing. It's harvest season. So this is a really good time to even look back over your goals that you set at the beginning of the year. Even during the summer, whatever months you want to look at, if you're writing them down, go look back over them and see what you have brought to yourself, up to this point, or the things that haven't occurred yet that now you can focus your attention on, because now we're moving into harvest season. You can focus on those things to see if the universe wants to give it to you now during harvest season. So with that said, with the pumpkin spice and cinnamons and the nutmegs and all that stuff that we're about to start getting into using, think about when you're using it, that metaphysical property that's associated with it, while you're using it, because this is the time when you are going to be using cinnamon, you are going to be using allspice, you are going to be using nutmeg and all of those things, and those are good attractors. So use them with attention when you're baking your pies, making your lattes or whatever, speaking around your home. So yeah, I know I put out a lot. Feel free to rewatch it. If you have any questions about what I asked, or you want more, specific details on how to set up a certain ritual that you want to do on the first of the month. If you have questions about finding where you can learn about metaphysical properties of herbs and spices and stuff like that, or you want to know where you can get a miniature witch's broom to put whatever by the doors of your home, or reefs, or any of that stuff. Ways to clear your home, any of that, feel free to reach out. Just message me on Facebook, on Instagram, crystalcourts.com is my website. You can message me on there. But yeah, I will freely help you do whatever you have to do. I love doing these types of things. I love sharing my knowledge and insight and guidance with people, because this is fun. This is fun, and it should be fun. When it becomes work, then the universe is like, do you really want this stuff? But when it's fun, the universe is like, oh yeah, you do want this stuff, because it's still fun for you. So yeah, reach out if you have questions about this. Check out my live from last week. That was a good one, and it was some gems dropped in there. So I hope, if you didn't see it, you'll go catch it. Yeah, it was about the, political atmosphere that we're in right now. But yeah, so my next event I will be at, I have teaching a class, the Cosmic Blueprint and the Auroras, at the Millville House on next Sunday. The following Sunday, September 15th, I'll be at Soul Fest teaching on Imagination Manifesto. So we're going to talk about, basically using mental magic to manifest things into your life, and how it doesn't have to be something difficult at all. It should be childlike. It should be fun. So that's the workshop I'll be doing at Soul Fest. Plus I'll be there doing shamanic aura cleansings and readings. So, and that's at Morovo Park West. So yeah, so I'll be there. And then you can check out my website or check out my Facebook or Instagram to see all the other places that I'll be at, because it's getting the spooky season, and this is when all this stuff is popular. But I ain't mad at it. I'll take advantage of it. Because like I said, I love doing that stuff. So yes, thank you for everyone that joined. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to message me. And if there's a particular subject that you want me to talk about, let me know that too, because I can gear it towards that. And then at any time, if someone wants to jump on and want to have a conversation, and it's not just me talking, let me know and I can pull you in. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. 9/1, first of the month. Go do your business with your cinnamon and your basil and your allspice and your incense and your crystals and all that stuff. All right, bye.